Hello everyone, Alpha Cameraman welcomes you. In this video, I will analyze detail the 58th episode, show you hidden details that you might not have noticed, and also talk about where the Titan speakerman went at the end of this episode, the new appearance of a secret agent and the secret of his green glow. And of course, we talk about future episodes. The video turned out to be very interesting and informative as always, so put a like. We're starting. This 58th episode continues the plot of the last 57th episode. Let me remind you that in episode 57, the Titan speakerman was finally cured, and he again sided with the agents. And we remember that at the end of episode 57, he flew away. I assumed that he would fly to the base of the agents of the speakerman, but I was wrong, because as we know from episode 58, he maybe flew for the Titan G toilet. Now he is very angry at Skibidi toilet for what they did to him, and he wants revenge. Therefore, this episode turned out to be very epic. And so, these cameramen climb the pole in the hope of escaping from the toilets. And as we can see, not every time everyone succeeds. For example, this agent can no longer be helped. Then the camera turns and we see the cameraman's agent running away from the new Skibidi toilet. As we can see, it has sharp paws that pierce the victim like spears. Why he accumulates them is unclear. Perhaps he collects them as trophies, or then takes them to a Skibidi scientist, and he makes new inventions from them. Next, this mutant notices the operator and comes right at us. Here we can consider in detail this new Skibidi mutant. As I said earlier, he has sharp spider paws, he also has 2 circulating saws, a very powerful jetpack, and some kind of jewelry glasses. Or what are these glasses called? Write in the comments if you know. Next, this mutant almost flew up to the operator. But then we hear a loud roar, and a second later the Titan speakerman with a kick on the big Skibidi toilet breaks into this episode. He immediately, easily and quickly destroys 2 large toilets, then takes off into the air, destroys the flying toilet, and also destroys the Skibidi toilet's cannon, which they put on the floor of the destroyed Big Ben. Next, the camera turns and we see how another opponent appears in the field of view of the Titan. The Titan speakerman with rage and all his speed on the jetpack flies into this opponent, from which he explodes. Next, the camera turns again on those same 3 cameramen on a lamppost. And then we can notice our friend, the secret agent. And we can again see a green glow near him. Let me remind you that we could also observe this green glow in the last 50 seconds. I'll assume that thanks to this green glow, he teleports to different locations. He stands idly by and just watches what is happening. I wonder how many more episodes we will have to wait for this character to finally be revealed to us. After all, we don't even know which side he is on and why he is watching what is happening. Then the camera turns sharply and we see how the camera turns. We see our strong and fast Titan speakerman again. The same Skibidi mutant flies up to the back of his head, but this time the Titan turned out to be much faster, managed to react in time and grab this opponent. He goes into a rage, starts growling, and almost shoots his powerful cannon at the enemy, from which he dies. Next, the Titan speakerman is surrounded by flying Skibidi toilets. They surround him and all together shoot at the Titan. There is a big explosion. But the Titan speakerman has a new improved armor, so their charges were too weak to penetrate his armor. He takes off into the air, Epic loads his powerful guns, starts spinning like a turret accurately eliminates all flying enemies, and after he made sure that this territory was cleared and there were no opponents left. He flies on, and where he flew, I'll tell you a little later. Therefore, I repeat, but watch this video to the end. Further, after the Titan speakerman flies away, we see the familiar Titan cameraman. He inspects the territory, tries to find opponents but finds no one. Then he spreads his mechanical wings and flies away after the Titan speakerman. Next, the camera again shows us those same 3 cameraman agents. Only now their lives are not in danger and they can safely descend. And this is the end of episode 58. Now let's talk about where the Titan speakerman flew and the Titan cameraman flew after him. I assume they flew to the Skibidi toilet base. There are also very interesting details that you might not have noticed when you first watched the episode. The first is that the hammer of the Titan cameraman is again on his back. Let me remind you that in the last episode, the Titan cameraman used a hammer against the Titan G toilet. And then I assumed that his hammer was destroyed. But no, as we can see, his jet hammer is also behind him. And also at the end of the episode, we can see how the secret agent leaves the building. Most likely we will see him again in the next episode. Write in the comments what you expect from episode 59 and how you like this 58 episode. Thanks for watching. please like this video.